What would you say yes to if your business was able to be really flexible with you? Last summer, I was sitting in a friend's pool. It was a Saturday afternoon, and she was telling me how her and her family just picked out their silver lab puppy. They have been planning on this puppy for years, and finally it was time for them. They're friends with the family that has the puppies, and they went and visited, and she was just saying she was shocked at how many puppies were still available. I looked at her and I looked at my husband and I looked back at her and back at my husband. And the very next morning, we were driving an hour south to go look at those puppy dogs. And this is the story of how I said yes to Freddie and truly why my business is the reason I could. So we had been dogless for several months, and it was just not our norm, not what we're used to. But it's hard to actually decide to go get a dog. We were also eager to say yes when the opportunity arose. Luckily, we made the decision that Sunday. We met the litter. We picked out the smallest little boy dog of the litter. He had this cute little orange collar, and we didn't get to bring him home for a few more weeks. They were so teeny tiny when we got to meet him. A few weeks later, we brought him home and he became our little third in our house. We had time to prepare a little bit for him coming home. It was the first time we ever had a puppy. Toby, our first dog, came home when he was 6 months old, so a little bit more grown. I've never had a 6-week-old puppy before. And what I learned about having a 6-week-old puppy, puppies do not care about your schedule. And there is a reason why there was a puppy boom when COVID hit, because everybody was home. Everybody had the flexibility of having a dog and being able to care for a puppy. Little orange collared dog we named Freddy after Freddie Newendike from Mr. Orange in Reservoir Dogs. If you know, you know. It came into our house and he needed a lot of play, a lot of potty breaks, a lot of training, so a lot of time. And my husband is in landscaping, so he's working all day out of the house. He doesn't have time to do these things, so it was up to me. And I was so grateful that my business could ebb and flow as we said yes to this puppy dog, and I made this commitment to it to do my best to train him right, to care for him and everything. And it's not just the fact that you work from home that makes you able to take care of a puppy. Because if you're on meetings 24/7, there's no breaks to care for the dog. But my days could be flexible. I've designed my business that way. A lot of it is because of how my energy ebbs and flows in my days. I like to be able to pick my workload for any certain day, to decide when I'm going to film content, when I'm going to do my marketing, when I'm going to do my big client projects, how I'm going to steward my retainer clients, all of that. If I want a slow morning or an early afternoon off, if I want to work from a coffee shop, like all of these things are what I really, really, really value in owning my own business and working for myself. And that's not luck that I've been able to build my business this way. It was actually really thoughtful, and I purposefully designed it, and I chose to run my business this way, to structure my business this way. I don't do crazy tight deadlines for projects because I want the breathing room that comes with a little bit more generous deadlines. If I can't get to something today, I'm not letting a client down. I will get to it soon, but it's not a today thing. I don't do well with these really tight deadlines. I like a lot of breathing room in my general life. So because of that, I was able to easily say, yes, we'll bring this puppy home and do my best to raise him as well as I could. And some of the parts that really allow me to run my business in this open, breathful way is having really structured offers that I do. I know exactly what I'm offering, how I'm offering, what I'm providing, what I need from my clients in order to do it. I have a set number of calls. Some of my offers don't come with any calls, and that frees my time. So I'm really clear on what my offers are, and I'm super clear on how I work with my clients. And then my booking and lead capture process is really automated. So if somebody inquires with me, I've got a whole process that follows up with them, makes sure that We can chat if they want to chat, or they can book if they want to book. And I've got this whole process that makes sure that their contract signed, their initial payment is made, all like that. And that keeps me hands off of a lot of the admin side of my business so that I can focus on the things that I really need to do to deliver what my clients need. When you have set your business up with systems and structure to really support you in your business, it also supports your life because we're not creating these systems for just the sake of efficiency. There's a reason why we're asking for efficiency and for streamlined systems in our business. And that is so we have more flexibility to either deliver what we are to clients or to have more flexibility in life. Like, as much as I love to work, my business is not my life. And that's it's being able to randomly say yes to bringing home a puppy dog, and when he's 6 weeks old, he's just all of a sudden taken over your house, and you are now responsible for trying your best to raise him because you built something that can flex with your life. Not the life that you're just putting on shows for. Real life is what we're wanting to live well. And my question to you is, what would you say yes to if your business was able to be really flexible with you? If you have a business that is a lot of admin work and a lot on the back end, especially when it comes to your client experience and working with your clients, I'd love to be able to support you with it. I've got a bunch of other videos on my channel. You can also hop on a clarity call and chat through how I might be able to support you. I'd love to take a look at what's keeping your business from allowing your life to be flexible for you. There is freedom for you in a business that runs really well. So the link to book a call is in the description below. I'm Lauren with The Smarter Creative, and I'm helping creative entrepreneurs work smarter in their business instead of harder. If you enjoyed this video, do subscribe for more videos like this and other tips and tricks to help you as you run your business. I'm sure my Freddy dog would love a hello if you could leave one in the comments, and I will see you next week.